Hello! Today we're going to repair the tent pole shock cord on my REI Quarter Dome 2. Had this for a couple of years now and it never really had good tension or pullback in the cord. I bought it through their garage sale, so I'm sure that's why somebody took it back or was stored in the heat or something. But anyhow, it's time to change it. A couple weeks I'm going on a trip in Mineral King, going to do the Franklin Pass Saw Pass loop. So you can look for that video in the near future. And if you like this video, please hit subscribe and hit the like button. I appreciate everybody watching and following along. All right, let's get started. First thing you do is you get your poles put together, and then I labeled each little break just in case I got distracted or had to go inside to do something. That way I never lost my place. It's all marked out and should be able to get it done pretty easily. Okay, so those were my first two steps. Next step is to unscrew the end of your rods there. I did it on both sides, and then we're gonna untie it, tie the new cord on, and pull it through, pull it straight across. And I'm using the Ace Camp pole repair shock cord. Bought it off of Amazon, and so let's just see how it works. All right, so I'm starting with my main beam. So I cut the little plastic stopper in it, and then I'm going to tie the old cord to the new cord. So we're going to tie that together. Yeah, so it's tied together. We're going to go to that end, to the far end, take out the black plastic stopper, and just start pulling it. And then once you have it all the way pulled through, we'll untie it. And I'll show that step too. Okay, now we're pulling it through. So far so good. There it is. Came all the way through. Not very hard there, is it? We deserved a drink after that accomplishment, huh? Okay, the main beam's done. It doesn't fall apart like it used to. There was just no tension left in that cord, and each time you set it up at camp, you had to roll it up into a ball and start pulling it out from here and stuff, and that's no good. One of these days that was going to break down on me, and like I said, I'm going to Mineral Kings here pretty soon, and I don't need to deal with that kind of crap there. Get to camp and fish or something instead of worry about your tent. So then the next section I like to do is I like to come down here and do this next, the front rear is what I usually call that. And these tips just screw out. Your shock cord. Cinch these two together. That. Go to the opposite side. And screw the peg. And then you just pull it on through. I like to give myself a little slack, just in case something isn't quite right. You can always fix it when you get to camp. Pull it through. That pushed in there. Then you gotta feed. Go to the opposite side. Sometimes, like I did here, is I had to pull this peg out a little bit so I could get enough pull with this one to get that in there, because you don't want to have a bunch of rip cord hanging or shock cord hanging out the tip. You want to make sure it gets in there, and that's why they got that little loop on that peg for you. All right, so we have the front rear beam, the main beam done. All right, so we got the rear's done, main beam's done. We got the front up here to do. That's it. Working on one of the front beams here. And I did what you don't want to do. Well, I did what I didn't want to do, and I cut this one. Well, I let it slip through my hand. I didn't cut it short. I let it slip through my hand, and I was able to stretch it out. I had enough here, like I thought I would, and was able to slide this bar on, and then I was able to slip the other one on, tie it onto the peg, and get her in there. It's looking easy. You know, made me decide to do a video. I don't know what social media site it was, but somebody asked a question in one of the forums about tent recommendations because their shock cord was no good, or their poles were no good is what they said. And I just couldn't believe that there's people out there that really think you have to throw away a tent when the cordage goes bad. Absolutely not. Just order some supplies and some shock cord and maybe do it yourself. Fix it up. Get more years out of it. These things are expensive. There it is. It's all put together there. How's that? I'll go get my ground cloth and see. Fold it up, make sure we're good. Okay, went and got my ground cloth and my tent, and let's just put this sucker together and see what we come up with. Make sure we got kinks, we can deal with it here at the house. A lot better than on trail. So, why don't you guys in the comments section let me know what trails you like to go on, or where you're going this summer, or where you've been. What are your favorite trails to go on? I like the Sierras. I spend a good portion of my time in Sierra National Forest. Although I've ventured into Kings Canyon and Yosemite, never been to Mineral King or Sequoia, so I'm really looking forward to doing that here in a couple of weeks. Going with my cousin's husband. What is that, my cousin-in-law, or I don't know. We'll just call him my friend Scott. He's a family member and pretty good dude. Looking forward to get out on the trail with him. We've been talking about it for a few years. Boy, it looks like we did this sucker perfect. Look at that. Yeah, so your shock cord goes bad, do not throw your tent away. It's easy enough to replace. Like me, I know my next tent, I'm gonna go probably a Tiger Wall or a Nemo, something a little bit lighter. This is 3.5. I'm gonna try to get down under the 3-pound range with my next one. So, you know, you're looking $500. Looks like I'll be waiting another year or two for that decision. Again, if you like the video, hit like my channel, please subscribe. If not, that's all right. It's all love around here. All right, thanks for watching.